Have you guys ever wondered where the timeline of Arcane Odyssey is? I'm going to explain that in this video. But before we do start the video, make sure you subscribe and like the video, because this did take a long time to make, and so that you can be reminded of when I post next. But without further ado, the timeline of Arcane Odyssey. We can't talk about Arcane Odyssey without talking about Arcane Adventures and the magics that were available at the time of Arcane Adventures. There are only 7 total elements that were usable within the world of Arcane Adventures. The elements being water, fire, earth, wind, lightning, and light and dark. Even though there were only 7 elements, there were still adequate magic users that could use a higher tier of their magic, examples being plasma, magma, and phoenix magic. But for the most part, it was simple. You only had one magic, and at that you only had one variation of that magic. In the future, in World of Magic and Arcane Odyssey, you can choose from different types of magic than before. Examples being plasma, magma, poison, ash, and explosion, and even more. You can even change the variation of your magic and abilities at will, showing the advancement of the world after Arcane Adventures, within World of Magic and Arcane Odyssey. In Arcane Adventures, there was not much influential figures. The only figure that really stood out was Theos. The War Phoenix is what he went by, and it seemed that he was the most strongest. But in his stories, in one of the stories he tells us, he mentions of somebody else that was just as strong as him, that they fought it out, and that the fight that they fought broke the world. Even though we were standing in the world that he fought in, it still means that the war that they fought in basically set the world back ages. I believe that the war that they fought took out all of the influential figures in Arcane Adventures and only left one standing, that being Theos. What I'm saying right now is speculation. I believe that Theos is only helping us in Arcane Adventures to make a strong person to fight with, because Theos is old and he is bored. And within Arcane Adventures, when you fight Theos, he basically accepts that you are as strong as him, and he gives you his gauntlet of power. I believe that this gesture of raising powerful characters as powerful as Theos himself, which is us, sparks a new age, the new age of World of Magic and Arcane Odyssey. The influential characters in Arcane Odyssey are King Calvis, Warren, General Argos, basically anybody who is powerful and holds a position of power. I don't want to list them all because that would be a little too long. And what they do is basically take over parts of the sea. What I forgot to mention is that in Arcane Adventures, there's the first sea, the second sea, and the third sea. In Arcane Odyssey, the seas are named after their profound feature, thus giving the name for the Bronze Sea, the sea that is abundant of bronze, and the Nimbus Sea, the sea in the clouds. Awakening in Arcane Adventures happens after you fight with Theos. If you have already finished the storyline in Arcane Odyssey, you would know that an awakening is a heightened maturity of one's fighting skills and mind. In Arcane Adventures, when you awaken, you get a second magic to choose from. In Odyssey, depending on what path you are going, you become a locked class within that path. After talking with Poseidon and him giving you a gift of constant energy, preparing you for the perilous journey ahead. In Poseidon's dialogue, he hints at being close friends with the strongest human. That strong human being Theos. He also hints that we are related to the gods by saying that he is proud of us and that we should, quoting Poseidon, do better than me. Do better than us. The only way to do better than a god is to be a god to start off with, hinting that we are demigods, or gods that have not awakened yet. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to subscribe so you know when I post another video. Like the video so that I can be seen everywhere. And comment down below what your thoughts are on this timeline. Do you think it's accurate? Or do you think it's not accurate at all? Make sure to have a nice day, guys, and see you guys within the next video.